VC, how's it going? Just gonna make a quick video. It was my birthday on Friday, so I picked up, well, my girlfriend gave me some cash and I decided to get a couple of records I've been wanting for a very long time. So I suppose they're mini grails. I'd say they're big grails actually that arrived for me. I'm very excited to have these two. Just thought I'd take a bit more time than usual and talk about each one, because I find usually I try and rush through the records and don't really explain them, and I also talk too quickly. So I've got two records I just want to talk about, both sort of related, but both by different artists, both on the same label. You'll see why in a moment. So yeah, these came for my birthday. I got them from England. I decided to go for the original presses. I've been trying where I can lately to go for originals. Actually, I think these are even like repressed recently, but there's later reissues done. Anyway, I'll show them and I'll explain why. So the first one is Tracy Thorn and Distant Shore. This is an original press from 1982 on Cherry Red Records out of England. No River, if you watch my videos, you've got a lot of Cherry Red stuff. I know you're a fan of bands like Felt and stuff like that. And the second one is Ben Watt, North Marine Drive, also on Cherry Red Records. These are both the original pressings. I'm sure people will know that these two obviously went on to form Everything But the Girl. So these are both their solo debut albums. Yeah, and they're both absolutely amazing. Like they're both very special to me. I mean, I don't know where to start. Okay, so I'll start with the Ben Watt record. So when I was about 13 or 14, I picked up a Q magazine, and it had a CD in it, which was a compilation called Here Comes the Sun, and it had a whole bunch of artists on there. I don't know what was on there now. There was like Bright Eyes. Anyway, there's a bunch of folk stuff, and there's a track called North Marine Drive by a guy called Ben Watt, who at that point, yeah, would have been about 14, so about 12 years ago. Didn't know anything about the guy, and I absolutely loved the track, but for some reason I didn't bother searching any further. But that was always, I mean, I used to play that song every summer for 4 or 5 years, and also what was on it was Plain Sailing, which is a track from this album, A Distant Shore. And I used to play those two tracks all the time, and I had no idea, I didn't even make the link, I didn't know they were related. Obviously the guy who put the comp together must have been listening to both albums and decided to chuck them both on there, but I had no idea that these two artists were related until later on when I started listening to Everything But the Girl. Did a bit of research and I was like, oh, those two names are familiar, and then from there I went on to yeah, getting into these two records here. But yeah, I have memories of sitting on the beach and listening to those two tracks, North Marine Drive and Plain Sailing, over and over. I almost did it every year for 5 or 6 years as a bit of a ritual. So they're both very special records to me. But yeah, anyway, I've actually just finished reading the Tracy Thorn book, so that sort of inspired me to pick up these two records. Just gave me the push. Like, I've been wanting them for a long time, but I thought, I should really get these, because obviously they're very special records to me and need them in the collection. So yeah, so anyway, I feel like I'm rambling a bit here. I didn't really have a plan coming into this, I just thought I'll come down and talk about it quickly. And also it's 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm really tired, feeling a bit rough. Anyway, rambling. So yeah, anyway, what can I say about the records themselves? Basically, this record was recorded in the shed. It's so stripped down, very basic. It's sort of acoustic folk. Tracy Thorn is a really gravelly, not really gravelly, I don't know. If you know Protection by Massive Attack, that's her voice. She's having a mind blank. She does, obviously everyone knows Everything But the Girl, Missing. What else has she done? She's done heaps of other things I just can't even think right now. I'm having a mind blank. Anyway, yeah, very stripped down. Basically, it's her and vocals and acoustic guitar. Really intimate recording, and really like almost whimsical songs. I don't know, you get a real sense of her age and her you know, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, it's just beautiful. There's some really well written songs. Yeah, very intimate, very spare. Yeah, I've loved this album for ages, so I'm really happy to have it. As I said before, this is original on the Cherry Red label. So it was actually an original press, but according to Discogs, they were pressed in France. So if you can see the label, I'm not sure if my camera will focus on Cherry Red Records there. So there we go, it's in nice shape. Very happy with that one. And yeah, the second one, obviously, North Marine Drive. I could talk about this one for quite a while as well. So North Marine Drive is a place in Scarborough, England. It's basically a marine drive. It's basically a road that snakes around the coast, and the sea often crashes onto the sides, as you can see here. And I was born in England. As a kid, I actually used to do exactly what these kids have done, and I remember having memories of sitting along the barrier and the water coming and smashing on me. And he sings about this sort of stuff in here, and this is what makes me like the album even more. I don't know, it's just, and even the photo here in the back, I think is Scarborough, which we used to go there on holiday as a kid all the time, so the knowledge and the memory, you know, I reminisce, that sort of thing, and this ties it together. It's really cool to have someone singing about somewhere that I used to go as a kid and do exactly what he's singing about. Really nice link, I don't know. Anyway, yes, I have fond childhood memories of that, and yeah, I don't know how to describe that further, but yeah, it's just one of those albums. It's also, it's, you know, I think there's a bit of piano and acoustic guitars on here, but he's got a really interesting, I think there's a bit of saxophone. He has a really interesting voice, and yeah, so there we go, two really classic albums, absolutely beautiful. Definitely check them out. I'm really happy to have them both. And yeah, I'll just where is it? Yeah, I've shown this before, but they obviously went on to form Everything But the Girl. This is their first debut album on a label I can never pronounce, Blanco Negro. I don't know how you pronounce it. Anyway, yeah, so that was it. That was my birthday on Friday. So there we go. Thanks for watching. I'm going to hopefully make another video soon because I've got a whole bunch. You probably see my records, it's filled up quite a lot. I'm sort of running out of room. Need to look at other options soon. Anyway, I'll make another video soon with a whole bunch of vinyl updates. Cool, thank you.